In the annals of history, few names strike fear, and all like that of Genghis Khan, the legendary founder of the Mongol Empire. His armies, comprising nomadic horsemen from Mongolia and neighboring regions, swept across Asia and Europe in the 13th century, leaving behind a trail of both terror and transformation. One of the most enduring legends associated with Genghis Khan and his successors is the tale of their invincible ghost army. This spectral force was not merely a military unit, but a terrifying figment of the imagination, a phantom horde that haunted the dreams of their enemies, compelling them to surrender without a fight. But was there really a ghost army? Did the Mongols employ supernatural tactics that defied logic and reason? To unravel this mystery, we must delve into the heart of the Mongol military machine, exploring the strategies, psychology, and sheer genius that turned a nomadic tribe into one of the most feared fighting forces in history. Join us as we journey back to the 13th century and uncover the secrets of the ghost army of the Mongol Empire. Mongolia in the 13th century was a land of rugged beauty, where vast grasslands stretched as far as the eye could see, broken only by the occasional mountain range or river. It was here that the Mongols thrived, living a nomadic life as skilled horse riders and hunters. The Mongols weren't just surviving. They were thriving, forming a loose confederation of tribes bound together by language, customs, and a shared love for their horses. Genghis Khan, born around 1162, emerged as a leader who could unite these disparate tribes under one banner. Under his banner, the Mongols began to form a formidable fighting force, one that would soon become known as the Ghost Army. But what made the Mongols so successful? Was it sheer brute force, or was there more to their armies than met the eye? Let us explore the elements of the Ghost Army that separated them from other military forces of the time: horse masters and composite bows. At the heart of the Mongol military machine were its soldiers, skilled horse riders who wielded powerful composite bows. These bows, crafted from wood, bone, and sinew, were incredibly durable and accurate, allowing Mongol archers to rain arrows down on their enemies from great distances. The combination of masterful horsemanship and deadly archery made the Mongols a force to be reckoned with. Light cavalry tactics. The Mongol army consisted mainly of light cavalry, allowing for swift maneuvers and lightning-fast attacks. This was in stark contrast to the heavy infantry-based armies of many of their contemporaries. The Mongols' ability to move quickly and strike with precision caught their enemies off guard. Nomadic adaptability. The Mongols' nomadic lifestyle gave them a flexibility that other armies lacked. They were accustomed to living on the open plains, moving with their herds, and adapting to changing conditions. This adaptability allowed them to endure long campaigns and thrive in diverse environments. Organization and logistics. Despite their nomadic origins, the Mongols were highly organized, keeping detailed records and using accounting methods to track supplies and resources. This attention to detail ensured that their vast armies were well supplied, even during extended campaigns. Skilled use of spies. The Mongols understood the value of intelligence and employed spies to gather information on their enemies. Spies infiltrated enemy camps, gathering valuable information that helped Mongol leaders make informed decisions on the battlefield. Psychological warfare. Now let's delve into the tactics that truly set the Mongols apart, those that created the legend of the Ghost Army. But before we do, let's talk about how this show is made possible. Creating illusions of numbers. One of the most potent weapons in the Mongol arsenal was their ability to deceive their enemies regarding their numbers. On the vast plains of Asia and Europe, the Mongols would build large campfires on hilltops, giving the impression of a massive army. As night fell, the flickering flames would dance in the darkness, casting elongated shadows that played tricks on the eyes. These ghostly apparitions would seem to stretch into infinity, suggesting a force far greater than what could actually be seen. Similarly, they would feign having large encampments, luring their enemies into believing they were facing a much larger force than what was actually present. Feigned retreats. Another tactic that contributed to the Ghost Army legend was the art of the feigned retreat. When faced with a powerful enemy, the Mongols would often pretend to retreat, luring their opponents out of fortified positions or away from areas of advantage. Once the enemy was engaged, the Mongols would then turn and strike, catching their foes off guard and exploiting their overextended positions. This deceptive maneuver was particularly effective against armies that relied on discipline and formation, disorienting them and breaking their ranks. Spies and propaganda. Spies played a crucial role in building the mystique of the Ghost Army. Mongol spies would infiltrate enemy camps, spreading rumors of the Mongols' strength and ruthlessness. They would exaggerate the size of Mongol forces and recount tales of their victories, ensuring that fear of the Mongols' invincibility preceded them. These whispers would travel like wildfire, reaching even the most remote corners of the empire's reach. In some cases, the Mongols even employed propaganda, creating images or symbols that struck fear into the hearts of their enemies. One such symbol was the Mongol war cry, a guttural and terrifying sound that was meant to intimidate and unsettle their opponents. The war cry, along with stories of Mongol atrocities, was designed to break the enemy's morale before any battle even commenced. Psychological warfare. All these tactics combined to create an atmosphere of dread and uncertainty. The Mongols' ability to strike from unexpected places, coupled with their ghostly apparitions and tales of invincibility, created a sense of hopelessness in their enemies. This psychological warfare was perhaps the most potent weapon in the Mongol arsenal, often compelling entire cities to surrender without a fight. Impact of the Ghost Army. The effectiveness of these tactics cannot be overstated. They not only contributed to the widespread success of the Mongol armies, but also helped to shape the course of history. Decisive victories. The illusion of a superior force, or the element of surprise achieved through the Ghost Army tactics, allowed the Mongols to secure decisive victories against numerically superior foes. For instance, in the Battle of the Kalka River in 1223, the Mongols defeated a larger Russian army by feigning a retreat and then turning on them, a tactic straight out of their psychological warfare playbook. Reduced casualties. The Mongols' ability to strike terror into the hearts of their enemies often resulted in battles that were less costly in terms of casualties. When entire cities surrendered due to the fear of Mongol wrath, it meant that many lives on both sides could be spared. This was especially important for the Mongols as they were often outnumbered and needed to preserve their forces for future engagements. Overawing enemies. The Ghost Army's most chilling effect was its ability to overawe and disorient their enemies. Cities and armies that faced the Mongols often found themselves paralyzed by fear and unable to mount an effective defense. The Mongols' mystique was such that their opponents sometimes surrendered before any real fighting had even commenced. Legacy of the Ghost Army. The tale of the Ghost Army may be a legend, but the impact of the Mongols' tactics and achievements is very real. Their ability to combine traditional military skills with psychological warfare and deception remains a fascinating case study in military history. While the Ghost Army may not have been a literal supernatural phenomenon, the Mongols' skill in wielding the minds of their enemies was nothing short of sorcery. In the broader context of military history, the Mongols stand out as a testament to the power of strategy and psychology. Their story challenges the notion that military success can be attributed solely to brute force and reminds us of the importance of understanding our adversaries. Today, as we continue to navigate the complexities of modern warfare, the lessons from the past remain relevant. The Mongols' integration of skills such as their use of composite bows and advanced siege warfare, coupled with their psychological edge, made the Mongol army a truly formidable force. And while the Ghost Army may have been a product of smoke, mirrors, and masterful deception, its impact on history is as real as the empires it helped to create and destroy. As we reflect on the legacy of the Mongol Empire, let us remember that the tales of their invincibility and their ghost army though shrouded in legend, remind us of the power of strategy, psychology, and the human spirit. The vast reaches of the Mongol Empire serve as a testament to the ingenuity and adaptability of its people, and the tales of their ghost army echo through the ages, a reminder that sometimes the greatest battles are won not on the physical battlefield, but in the minds of those who stand against us. What did you think about the methods of the ghost army? How do you think they impacted the Mongol victories? Tell us your thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you next time.